I take it you're on the scout for a rich widow.
It's my guess that you can't cook.
In 1975, Katharine Hepburn and John Wayne shared the screen in the adventure western film Rooster Cogburn. Their collaboration brought together two iconic figures of American cinema, each with their own distinct style and presence. Hepburn, known for her strong-willed characters, found herself alongside Wayne, who embodied the rugged, larger-than-life hero. The chemistry between them was palpable, yet their approaches to acting and their personal philosophies often clashed. Hepburn was known for her meticulous preparation and dedication to her craft, while Wayne's more laid-back style contrasted sharply with her intensity. Despite their differences, Hepburn respected Wayne's work ethic and charisma. She appreciated his ability to command the screen and engage audiences effortlessly. However, she also had her reservations about his off-screen persona, which sometimes reflected the traditional masculinity of his roles. Their interactions on set were marked by a blend of camaraderie and tension as Hepburn pushed for deeper emotional resonance in their scenes, while Wayne maintained his signature bravado. This dynamic created a unique atmosphere during filming, leading to moments of both frustration and mutual admiration. Hepburn's reflections on Wayne reveal a complex relationship, one that was shaped by their contrasting styles and the era they represented in Hollywood.
Anything. I do well to get my keep.
No fees.
No fees.
And you haven't got any money of your own.
Very.
The story revolves around Rooster Cogburn, an aging one-eyed lawman who has seen better days. His reputation has taken a hit after a series of routine arrests ended in bloodshed, leading to the loss of his badge. This setback weighs heavily on him, as he is determined to regain his former status as a respected lawman. To earn back his badge, Rooster is given a challenging task. He must track down a dangerous gang of bank robbers who have hijacked a shipment of nitroglycerin. This gang is not just any group of criminals. They are ruthless and cunning, making the mission all the more perilous. Rooster's journey is filled with obstacles, testing his skills and resolve. As he navigates through the treacherous landscape, he must confront not only the criminals but also his own demons. The stakes are high, and the tension builds as Rooster races against time to bring the gang to justice and reclaim his honor. The film captures the essence of a classic Western, showcasing themes of redemption, bravery, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Rooster Cogburn's character embodies the spirit of a lawman who refuses to back down, even when faced with overwhelming odds. His determination and grit shine through as he embarks on this dangerous quest, making for a gripping narrative that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The story unfolds with a mix of action, drama, and moments of introspection, highlighting the complexities of Rooster's character and the world he inhabits. As he confronts the challenges ahead, the audience is drawn into a tale of courage and resilience that resonates deeply.
Goodbye, dear friend.
Directed by Stuart Miller, Rooster Cogburn is a film that showcases his unique vision, despite his background primarily as a producer. Miller had only one previous directorial credit for the film When Legends Die, making this project a significant step in his career. The film was shot in the picturesque landscapes of Oregon during the autumn of 1974, which provided a stunning backdrop for the story. The mountain scenes were filmed west of Bend, Oregon, where the natural beauty of the area added depth to the film's visual appeal. Additionally, the thrilling whitewater rapid scenes were captured on the Deschutes River, known for its challenging waters and scenic views. The production also utilized the Rogue River in Josephine County and Curry County, Oregon, further enhancing the film's adventurous spirit. These locations not only contributed to the film's authenticity, but also allowed the cast and crew to immerse themselves in the rugged terrain that defined the characters' journeys. The choice of these filming locations played a crucial role in bringing the story to life, making Rooster Cogburn a memorable cinematic experience.
Are you going across?
We aim to use your...
Richard Jordan, who portrayed the character Hawk in the movie Rooster Cogburn, had a unique perspective on his role. He openly admitted to overplaying his part, driven by the belief that the film would not succeed. Jordan thought that audiences would primarily come to see the two main stars, John Wayne and Katharine Hepburn, rather than focusing on the supporting characters. His concerns about the film's potential failure led him to adopt a more exaggerated performance style, which he felt was necessary to stand out in a project he deemed likely to flop. Additionally, during the filming, he held a rather somber view of Hepburn's health, believing she was near death. This perception added a layer of urgency to his performance, as he thought it might be one of her last films. Ironically, despite his worries, Hepburn outlived Jordan by a decade, showcasing her resilience and longevity in the industry. This dynamic between the actors and the film's production adds an interesting layer to the legacy of Rooster Cogburn.
Standing on the horse thief corner when Prairie Rose come down the middle of the street.
Plans for a third film featuring Rooster Cogburn were in the works, titled Someday. This project aimed to continue the adventures of the iconic character, who was famously portrayed by John Wayne. However, the plans were ultimately canceled. The decision came after the moderate success of Rooster Cogburn, which was a sequel to the earlier film True Grit. Concerns about John Wayne's age played a significant role in this cancellation. As Wayne was getting older, there were worries about his ability to carry the film and perform the action scenes that audiences had come to expect. Additionally, there were fears regarding the declining audience for westerns, which had been a popular genre in earlier decades, but was starting to lose its appeal. These factors combined led to the unfortunate end of the plans for Someday, leaving fans of Rooster Cogburn without another chance to see their favorite character on the big screen.
She is what she is because that's what she wants to be. And that's the way you'll take her, and that's the way I take her.
Well, you waste.
Shooting the film was a challenging experience for John Wayne, especially as he was recovering from pneumonia and had only one lung. This health issue made the physical demands of the role even more taxing. The director, Stuart Millar, had a different approach to filmmaking, insisting on multiple takes for each scene. This insistence began to wear on Wayne, who was already struggling with his health. The repeated takes led to frustration, and Wayne eventually snapped, expressing his belief that there were only so many times they could say the lines before they stopped making sense. This conflict highlighted the tension between the actor's need for efficiency and the director's desire for perfection. Wayne's legendary status in Hollywood made his discomfort with the process particularly notable, as he was known for his strong work ethic and dedication to his craft. The clash between Wayne and Miller became a significant aspect of the film's production, illustrating the challenges that can arise when creative visions collide.
Sure as hell ain't no posse.
What? You hear that, you stupid bastards?
In the film Rooster Cogburn, there are notable age discrepancies among the cast that add an interesting layer to the characters. John Lormer, who portrayed Katharine Hepburn's father, was only 1 year older than Hepburn herself. This close age difference can create a unique dynamic on screen, as it challenges the typical father-daughter relationship often depicted in films. Additionally, Strother Martin, who was referred to as the old man in the movie, was actually 12 years younger than both John Wayne and Hepburn. This casting choice raises questions about the perceptions of age and authority in film, as Martin's character is portrayed as an elder figure, despite being younger than the leading stars. Before Hepburn was cast in the role of Eula Goodnight, several other actresses were considered for the part. Bette Davis, Maureen O'Hara, Vanessa Redgrave, and Loretta Young were all in the running, showcasing the competitive nature of Hollywood at the time. John Wayne had his own preferences for the role, initially wanting Ingrid Bergman or a younger actress like Mary Tyler Moore. This desire for a younger co-star reflects the common practice in the industry of pairing older male leads with younger female counterparts, a trend that has been scrutinized over the years. The casting decisions in Rooster Cogburn highlight the complexities of age and gender in film, revealing how these factors influence character dynamics and audience perceptions.
I want you to get up there and take a careful look-see all around. Meanwhile, I'll try.
John Wayne had significant doubts about Stuart Millar's ability to direct Rooster Cogburn. Millar's limited experience in directing raised concerns for Wayne, who was already facing his own health challenges during the filming. At the time, Wayne was dealing with a damaged heart valve, a condition that stemmed from severe coughing due to pneumonia. This health issue not only affected his physical well-being, but also his confidence in the production. As the film's promotion approached, Wayne's situation worsened, and he was diagnosed with viral pneumonia. This illness forced him to decline participation in promotional activities, further complicating the film's visibility and marketing efforts. The combination of Wayne's health struggles and his skepticism about Millar's directing capabilities created a tense atmosphere on set. The challenges faced during this period highlighted the difficulties of filmmaking, especially when key figures are not at their best. The film's success would ultimately depend on overcoming these hurdles.
Job. Defends the code. What does he get out of it? Disgrace and abuse.
After the passing of H.W. Jim, who originally portrayed Chen Li, the role was taken over by Tommy Lee. This change came during a time when the film industry was facing challenges, and the transition was not without its own difficulties. Tommy Lee's performance brought a new dimension to the character, but sadly, he passed away just a year after the film's release, marking a poignant moment in the film's legacy. During the production of Rooster Cogburn, John Wayne faced an unexpected injury. While teaching his 8-year-old daughter how to play golf, he sustained an injury that could have affected his performance. However, Wayne cleverly used an eye patch to conceal the injury, allowing him to continue his work without drawing attention to his condition. This dedication to his craft showcased Wayne's commitment to his role, and the film as a whole. The combination of these events added a layer of depth to the film's production, intertwining the personal struggles of the actors with the story they were telling. The film itself became a testament to resilience, both in its characters and the people behind the scenes. The challenges faced by the cast only served to enhance the narrative, making Rooster Cogburn a memorable entry in the Western genre. The legacy of the film continues to resonate, reminding audiences of the dedication and sacrifices made by those involved in its creation.
I ain't hitting that I ain't aiming at.
If you're not careful, Hawk's men will hear the noise and be...
During the filming of Rooster Cogburn, John Wayne faced significant health challenges that affected his experience on set. He had to use an oxygen mask frequently, which underscored his poor health and diminished enjoyment while working on the film. This situation created a somber atmosphere, as Wayne, known for his larger-than-life persona, struggled with the realities of aging and declining health. In a surprising turn of events, Katharine Hepburn accepted the role of Eula Goodnight, despite her previous refusals to work with Wayne during the blacklist period. This decision raised eyebrows, as many remembered her strong stance against collaborating with him in the past. Hepburn also expressed concerns about her age, feeling she was too old for the character she was set to portray. Nevertheless, her acceptance of the role added a layer of complexity to the film, as it brought together two iconic figures from Hollywood's golden age, each grappling with their own personal and professional challenges. The dynamic between Wayne and Hepburn on set was marked by their shared history and the weight of their respective careers, making the production of Rooster Cogburn a unique chapter in both of their lives. The film became a testament to their resilience and ability to navigate the complexities of their industry, even as they faced personal struggles.
You know, Miss Goodnight.
Mr. Bagby.
Are you all right, Miss Good?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Hello, Winona.
Boy?
John Wayne was notably impressed by Katharine Hepburn's willful nature during the filming of Rooster Cogburn. He admired her determination, especially in challenging mountain locations where she had to navigate difficult terrain despite not being an experienced rider. Hepburn's spirit and tenacity shone through, making her a formidable presence on set. This dynamic between the two stars added a unique energy to the film, as they both brought their strong personalities to the project. During the production, the crew showed their affection for Wayne and Hepburn by wearing shirts that read "We Love You, Brother John" on the front, and "Sister Kate too" on the back. This gesture not only highlighted the camaraderie among the cast and crew, but also brought a sense of humor to the set. Both Wayne and Hepburn found the shirts amusing, which contributed to a light-hearted atmosphere during the filming process. The playful spirit of the crew reflected the bond that developed among the cast, making the experience memorable for everyone involved.
Strip these people of their dignity with liquor and your worldly ways. We beg.
Initially, Richard Fleischer was offered the director's job for Rooster Cogburn, but John Wayne vetoed him due to past conflicts. This decision would later lead Wayne to regret not hiring Fleischer, as he felt that the film could have benefited from his experience and vision. Instead, the studio brought in Stuart Millar to direct, a choice that did not sit well with Wayne. The casting process also faced challenges, as the studio had to consider other actors in case Wayne became too ill to continue with the project. Names like Marlon Brando, Charles Bronson, Richard Burton, Kirk Douglas, Clint Eastwood, and Gene Hackman were all on the list of potential replacements. This uncertainty added pressure to the production, as Wayne's health was a concern during this period. The behind-the-scenes dynamics reflected the complexities of filmmaking, where personal relationships and health issues could significantly impact creative decisions. The film's legacy would ultimately be shaped by these early choices and the tension surrounding them.
And it is our obligation to be on good terms with each other.
Well, as long...
Katharine Hepburn wrote a note that highlighted John Wayne's impressive physical presence. She described him as having a rugged, humorous, and sharp-witted character. Hepburn noted his broad shoulders and massive chest, which contributed to his commanding screen presence. This praise from Hepburn reflects the admiration many had for Wayne, who was a significant figure in American cinema. In the film Rooster Cogburn, Wayne portrayed the title character, a tough and gritty U.S. Marshal. This role was unique for Wayne, as it was the only character he ever reprised in his long and illustrious career, despite having over 150 leading roles. The character of Rooster Cogburn became iconic, showcasing Wayne's ability to blend toughness with a sense of humor. The film itself is a blend of action and comedy, allowing Wayne to shine in a role that resonated with audiences. Hepburn's note serves as a testament to Wayne's lasting impact on film and his ability to create memorable characters that audiences loved.
May I sit and take a drink with you and General Sterling Price?
If you don't mind.
The film received poor reviews, with critics citing it as derivative of The African Queen, and both stars being too old for their roles, though it remains enjoyable for fans of John Wayne. Critics pointed out that the storyline seemed to borrow heavily from the earlier classic, which may have contributed to the perception that it lacked originality. The chemistry between the lead actors, John Wayne and Katharine Hepburn, was also scrutinized, as many felt their ages were a significant factor in their performances. Some reviewers believed that the film did not capture the same adventurous spirit that made The African Queen a beloved classic. Despite these criticisms, the film still found a place in the hearts of John Wayne's fans, who appreciated his iconic presence and the charm that Hepburn brought to her role. The combination of their star power, even in their later years, provided a nostalgic experience for viewers who enjoyed their previous works. The film's blend of action and humor, along with its picturesque settings, offered a certain appeal that resonated with audiences, ensuring that it would not be forgotten easily.
What is Luston?
5 years, you Chinaman. That's the worst of you.
Rooster Cogburn, a 1975 film featuring the iconic John Wayne and the formidable Katharine Hepburn, presents an intriguing blend of adventure and character-driven storytelling. Drawing comparisons to both The African Queen and True Grit, the film attempts to carve out its own identity while echoing the themes and dynamics of its predecessors. Wayne, in his role as the titular character, showcases his enduring charisma and commitment to performance, demonstrating that even after decades in the industry, he can still deliver a compelling portrayal. His chemistry with Hepburn is palpable, as both actors seem to revel in their roles, bringing a sense of joy and energy to the screen. However, some critics argue that their on-screen rapport is somewhat hampered by a script that lacks the depth and sharpness necessary to elevate their interactions. While they play off each other well, the dialogue occasionally feels lackluster, preventing the film from reaching its full potential. The pacing of Rooster Cogburn has also drawn mixed reactions. Some viewers appreciate the gradual buildup of the story, suggesting that it allows for character development and a more immersive experience. However, others feel that the film takes too long to gain momentum, leading to moments of disengagement before the action finally picks up. Once the narrative does accelerate, it culminates in an acceptable finale that, while satisfying, may not leave a lasting impression compared to the films it seeks to emulate. The supporting cast adds another layer to the film, with Anthony Zerbe's portrayal of a morally complex antagonist receiving particular praise. Critics note that Zerbe's performance stands out, showcasing his ability to convey depth and nuance in a character that could easily have been one-dimensional. Unfortunately, some feel that his role is underutilized, leaving audiences wanting more of his compelling presence. In contrast, Richard Jordan's portrayal of the villain is seen as overly theatrical, with his tendency to shout detracting from the subtleties that could have made his character more engaging. Overall, Rooster Cogburn is a film that offers a mix of enjoyment and frustration. While Wayne and Hepburn shine in their roles, and the film features moments of genuine charm and excitement, it ultimately struggles with a script that doesn't fully capitalize on the talents of its stars. The film's pacing and character development may not resonate with all viewers, leading to a varied reception. For those who appreciate classic cinema and the performances of its leading actors, Rooster Cogburn may still hold a place of interest, even if it doesn't quite reach the heights of its illustrious predecessors.
I am retired, relieved, and rejoicing. I find it.
As the dust settles on the thrilling escapades of Rooster Cogburn, a new chapter awaits. What became of the talented cast who brought this unforgettable story to life? Behind the scenes, their journeys took unexpected turns, filled with triumphs and challenges that shaped their careers and lives. From the iconic performances that defined a generation to the lesser-known paths they ventured down, each actor's story is a tapestry of ambition, resilience, and sometimes heartbreak. Did the fierce spirit of Katharine Hepburn continue to shine in her later roles? How did John Wayne's legacy evolve after this film? And what about the supporting cast, whose contributions often go unnoticed? Join us as we delve into the lives of these remarkable individuals, exploring the impact of their time in the spotlight and the choices they made once the camera stopped rolling. Prepare for a captivating exploration that reveals the hidden stories behind the faces you thought you knew.
I gotta get myself to a doctor.
Or I quits on myself.
Right along, but don't hold me back. I ain't got time for wet nurse and no cripple.
Andrew Prine portrayed Fiona's husband in the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn, a role that added depth to the narrative through his complex character. His performance captured the struggles of a man caught in a turbulent relationship, reflecting themes of loyalty and betrayal. Prine's ability to convey emotional turmoil resonated with audiences, showcasing his talent in a supporting role that was pivotal to the film's tension. After Rooster Cogburn, Prine's career continued with notable performances in television and film, including roles in series like The Virginian and The Bold Ones. However, his life was not without challenges. Prine faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, which sometimes led to struggles with substance abuse. In later years, Prine became a recluse, distancing himself from the public eye. He faced health issues that further complicated his life. As of the latest information, Andrew Prine remains a figure shrouded in mystery, with few updates on his current status, leaving fans to reflect on his impactful yet troubled legacy.
You see, Judge, the Lord could very easily have struck down the...
Strother Martin's portrayal of McCoy in the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn is a striking example of his ability to embody complex characters. McCoy, a man with a troubled past, serves as a foil to the film's more heroic figures. Martin's performance captures the essence of a man grappling with his own demons, showcasing a blend of vulnerability and grit. His nuanced delivery adds depth to the narrative, making McCoy a memorable character in a film filled with larger-than-life personalities. Beyond Rooster Cogburn, Martin's career was marked by a series of notable roles in films like Cool Hand Luke and The Wild Bunch, where he often played characters that reflected the darker sides of humanity. However, his life was not without challenges. Martin faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. He was known for his intense personality, which sometimes led to conflicts on set. In his later years, Martin continued to work in film and television, but his health began to decline. He passed away in 1980, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances that continue to resonate. His life story is a reminder of the complexities behind the characters he portrayed, revealing a man who battled his own shadows while captivating audiences with his talent.
It was brute force.
That is exactly what I mean.
In the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn, Anthony Zerbe portrayed the character Breed, a cunning and ruthless outlaw. His performance added a layer of menace to the film, showcasing his ability to embody complex characters. Zerbe's portrayal of Breed was marked by a chilling intensity, making him a memorable antagonist in the story. After Rooster Cogburn, Zerbe continued to build a diverse career in film and television, appearing in notable works such as The Omega Man and the TV series The Young Riders. However, his life was not without challenges. Zerbe faced personal hardships, including struggles with addiction, which he later overcame. He also dealt with the pressures of fame, which sometimes led to isolation from his peers. In the late 1990s, Zerbe became involved in theater, finding solace in the stage. He has remained active in the industry, with his last known work being a role in the 2019 film The Last Black Man in San Francisco. As of now, he continues to live a quiet life, reflecting on a career filled with both triumphs and trials.
Fort Ruby, last time I heard of that, it was just a memory.
Now, there's still a settlement there. Mostly Indian.
In the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn, Katharine Hepburn portrayed Eula, a strong-willed woman who seeks justice in a lawless land. Hepburn's performance was marked by her ability to blend vulnerability with fierce determination, showcasing her talent for complex characters. Eula's journey reflects Hepburn's own life, filled with challenges and defiance against societal norms. Hepburn's career was a tapestry of triumphs and controversies. She won 4 Academy Awards, a record that still stands, but her personal life was often tumultuous. She faced scandals, including a highly publicized affair with Spencer Tracy, which lasted for over 25 years. Their relationship was marred by Tracy's struggles with alcoholism and his marriage to another woman. Hepburn also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, often clashing with studio executives over her roles and image. In her later years, Hepburn became a recluse, living in her Connecticut home. She continued to act sporadically, but faced health issues, including a battle with cancer. Her last public appearance was in 1994, and she passed away in 2003 at the age of 96. Hepburn's legacy endures, marked by her fierce independence and groundbreaking roles that challenged the status quo.
That is double salary, double expenses. Can you afford me?
Rachel, no.
Richard Jordan's portrayal of Hawk in the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn is a striking performance that captures the essence of a complex character. Hawk is a morally ambiguous figure, embodying both menace and vulnerability. Jordan's ability to convey this duality adds depth to the film, making Hawk a memorable antagonist. His intense gaze and commanding presence create a sense of foreboding, leaving a lasting impression on the audience. After Rooster Cogburn, Richard Jordan's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in films like The Friends of Eddie Coyle and The Hunt for Red October. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. He faced significant health challenges, battling brain cancer, which ultimately led to his untimely death in 1993. Jordan's life was also shadowed by a tumultuous marriage to actress Anne Archer, which ended in divorce. Despite his professional success, he grappled with the pressures of fame and the toll it took on his personal relationships. In his later years, Jordan became increasingly reclusive, focusing on his health and artistic pursuits. His legacy remains, not just in his film work, but in the poignant reminder of a life filled with both triumph and tragedy. Last known information indicates that he passed away at the age of 56, leaving behind a body of work that continues to resonate with audiences today. John Wayne's portrayal of Rooster Cogburn in the 1975 film Rooster Cogburn marked a significant moment in his career. The character, a grizzled, hard-drinking U.S. Marshal, showcased Wayne's ability to embody rugged masculinity and moral complexity. Rooster's relentless pursuit of justice, despite his flaws, resonated with audiences, reflecting Wayne's own struggles with personal demons. After the film, Wayne faced numerous challenges. His health began to decline due to a long battle with cancer, which he kept largely private. The public was unaware of the extent of his suffering until later. His personal life was marred by scandals, including allegations of infidelity and strained relationships with his children. Wayne's political views, staunchly conservative, often put him at odds with the changing social landscape of the 1970s, leading to public controversies. In his final years, Wayne continued to work in film, but was increasingly limited by his health. He passed away in 1979, leaving behind a complex legacy. His life was a blend of triumph and turmoil, marked by a relentless pursuit of his ideals, both on and off the screen. The last known information about Wayne highlights his enduring influence in Hollywood, as his films continue to be celebrated, even as his personal struggles remain a poignant reminder of the man behind the legend.
His wife only in reverse. They had a very good arrangement, the Sprats, I must say.
As we wrap up our look at Rooster Cogburn, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This film, a sequel to True Grit, brought together the iconic John Wayne and the talented Katharine Hepburn, creating a memorable duo that left a lasting impact on audiences. Their performances not only showcased their incredible talent, but also marked significant moments in their careers. Wayne, already a Hollywood legend, continued to solidify his status, while Hepburn's role added another layer to her diverse filmography. Many viewers may remember watching this film during their childhood, perhaps on a family movie night or a rainy afternoon. The adventures of Rooster and Eula were not just entertaining, they also sparked conversations about bravery, friendship, and justice. We invite you to share your memories of Rooster Cogburn. Did it inspire you in any way? What moments stood out to you? Please comment below with your stories, and let's celebrate the legacy of this classic film together.
Goodbye, Marshal.